What's going on, guys? Radio Graffiti here, and today I want to talk to you guys about Daredevil Born Again. It's going to be coming out real soon. We only got a little over a month ago, so I want to talk to you guys about what exactly do I want to see in Daredevil Born Again. And feel free to leave your own list down in the comment section down below. I'm interested to hear what you guys would love to see in Daredevil Born Again. Us fans have been waiting years to see these characters reunite for a Daredevil Season 4, and it seems Born Again is going to be Daredevil Season 4. Or at least I hope so. You know, one of the things I want to see in Daredevil Born Again is for it to be more Daredevil Season 4 and not as much, Mickey Mouse's Daredevil. Whatever Disney thinks they can do with Daredevil, you can't do it better than the Netflix show. So just, be consistent. Keep consistent quality with Born Again. Just pick up the storylines from Season 3. Don't try to do a whole reboot. That's what I feel like Born Again is going to be. Kind of a soft reboot. When I want it to be really more like Daredevil Season 4. These characters already know each other. We already know the characters. We don't need an origin story. We don't need anything like that. Just pick off where Season 3 left off. Let's just dive right into it. Basically, I don't want them to waste a lot of time on character introductions or reminding us of stuff we already know because we've already seen the Daredevil show. I just want them to pick up the storylines that the characters had from Season 3, make it feel more like Season 4, not like just a Disney reboot of Daredevil. And going along with what I basically just said is consistent quality with Netflix. Daredevil on Netflix, all 3 seasons, in my opinion, are fantastic. It's brilliant. So whatever Disney thinks they might be able to do better, you can't. Daredevil is the highest bar of entertainment. I don't want Season 1, 2, and 3 to be a masterpiece, and then we get to Born Again, and it's just another mediocre Disney Plus show. It's entertaining when you first watch it, but then when you get to the finale, it kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth, and you just never watch it ever again. No one really talks about it after the first couple weeks, and it kind of just fades into the background. You forget you even watched it. I don't want that to be Daredevil Born Again. I want this to be something special, like the original show was. Something special. This show means a lot to a lot of people. I still remember back in 2019, 2020, it seemed hopeless we were ever going to get to see Daredevil ever again, at least with these characters. And now they're bringing them back, I hope they can do them justice. I really want the show to be good, but only time will tell. Another thing I want to see, I think Kingpin needs to get his respect back. They introduced Kingpin into the MCU with Hawkeye, and it was kind of embarrassing, He's wearing these Hawaiian shirts, which I understand he wears them in the comic books, but it looks kind of silly in live action, especially with this particular Kingpin that we know from the Marvel Netflix shows. Go watch Daredevil Season 1, 2, and 3, and tell me you could see that character wearing a Hawaiian shirt and it's supposed to be taken seriously. He looks like someone's goofy grandpa going on vacation to Hawaii. It looks ridiculous. Wilson Fisk in the Netflix show always wears his suits. He's menacing, he's badass, he's a very powerful person, he's extremely smart, he's a manipulator, he's strong as shit too. I want that Kingpin back. Not the goofball that was getting blown around by a teenage girl with a bow and arrow who was barely even trained. That was just stupid. You got Kingpin out there getting shot in the face by Echo. What are we doing here? Why is Kingpin getting so disrespected in his first introduction into the MCU? So I think Daredevil Born Again needs to put some respect back on Kingpin's name that he's kind of lost in the MCU shows. I know he was an Echo, but I, like 99% of the population, did not watch Echo. So I don't know exactly what they did with his character. I heard it wasn't anything great. So yeah, give us the Wilson Fisk that everybody fell in love with the Netflix shows. Before Thanos, Wilson Fisk was considered the best villain in Marvel. And he still is one of the greatest. Speaking of villains, another thing I want to see in Daredevil Born Again, I want Muse to be a great villain. Now, I'm no Muse expert. I've never even really heard of the character until this show. But from what I hear, he's an absolute psychopath. He's some kind of serial killer, an artist of some sort. That could be very interesting. The Daredevil show always had entertaining antagonists, from Frank Castle to Wilson Fisk to Nobu to Bullseye, even somewhat Elektra, if you want to call her an antagonist. Daredevil's always had consistently good villains. I don't want Muse to come along and just be generic or, underdeveloped, a one-dimensional serial killer, oh, he's crazy. I want there to be more to his character. I want them to really develop him just like they have with pretty much every character in the original show. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to see in Daredevil Born Again. I don't want to go in here with a checklist or anything, like, oh, they have to do this and that. Matt has to have his suit by episode 2, and fucking Kieran got to do this and that. I'm not trying to have all these expectations, but I have the things I just like to see in general. So my 4 things being make Muse a great villain. I want consistent quality with the Netflix show. And I want it to be more Daredevil season 4 rather than, Mickey Mouse introduces Daredevil. Don't go Disney-fying him. And Kingpin needs to get his balls back because he lost them in the Hawkeye show. So yeah, that's what I want to see in Daredevil Born Again. What about you guys? You guys have any expectations you want to see? Or do you just think whatever they do will be fine with me? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.